Hello guys, this is Motion AR from Signbox software. In this video I will develop a Facebook clone profile layout. This video will cover only layout design. The main purpose to create this clone profile is to use a widget called stack. The stack widget works like same as it seems. It means LIFO or put items as a stack. So I will use a widgets called stack, list view, icon button, bottom button, and most used widgets like a container, row, column, images, and so on. You can check out my previous videos in Flutter playlist for these widgets. Now let's start creating a Flutter app. Before creating a Flutter app, let me show you the original Facebook profile from my cell phone. So let me connect with my cell phone. So guys, this is my cell phone connecting to MacBook Pro, and this is profile of Facebook, founder of Facebook. So I will design a profile like this one, and you can scroll it down like this one. Okay, so for this profile I will use a list for scrolling purpose, and I will use a stack to set images. This is a cover image and this is a profile image, and the next I will use a row, column, and many other widgets. So let's start with this tutorial. So start. Let me create an app from the terminal. Okay, so this is a default app generated by Flutter. So when I click on this float action button, it will increment this text by 1. So now let's start creating our Facebook clone profile. So I will not use this default code, so I will remove it and start from scratch. So import. Now before starting from the scaffold, let me clear one more thing, that there is no need to create state or stateful widget class, just because of I will not change state of any widget in this demo profile. It will be just like a static profile. Okay, I will just show you the layout design, how you can create a layout design like a Facebook have. Okay, so let's start from the scaffold. Then there is a property called app bar. So app bar will be null, just because of we don't need any app bar here. Body, inside the body I will return a list view, just because of this profile is scrolling profile. So when you scroll it down, so it will scrolling. Okay, so for the scrolling purpose I will use a list. Inside the list there are children, and that children in there I will use a column, just because of we will set our widgets from top to bottom, not from the left to right. If you are using a left to right, then you will use you can use a row, okay, but from top to bottom. So I'm using column widget here. Okay, inside the column widget there are children. Okay, this is a children. Okay, in the children I will use container. Okay, this is a container child. In the container child, okay, in the container child I will use a stack widget. Okay, stack widget. Okay, inside the stack there are children. Stack will take multiple children just because of it's a stack. So a stack must have multiple children so that it will perform a LIFO pattern. Okay, last and first out. So in this stack I will again use a container. Okay, container. Okay, the height of container should be 200. Okay, and the width okay, take a no. Okay, then there is a decoration property. Inside the decoration property I will use a decoration, and there is a property called the image and the decoration image. Okay, decoration image, and there we go with this one. Image network. Okay. No, it will take a property of a network image. Okay, now paste a URL here. Okay, I have multiple URLs which I have copied from the internet. So this is URL for the cover photo. Okay, okay, and one more thing I have forgot, that I need to wrap or need to yes, wrap this container inside the what, inside the row widget. Okay, okay, so I need to wrap this container inside the row widget just because of we will use okay the row property, and the row property, and again wrap it in the expanded. Okay, and expanded child. Okay, inside the child I will use what, I will paste the previous code. This is row. Why is giving me the error here? Where is expanded? Okay, so okay, so now we have row expanded. Okay, now let's see the output of our app. Okay, so there is error. Okay, so what type of error is this? Container stack inside this stack I will use a container. Okay, in that container there should be okay, Okay. So wrap this row. Okay, there's a container. Container child. This one. Paste here. Do not use a comma. Again, there is an error. So let me restart my device or restart my app again. Start debugging. Okay, so let me connect the internet. So the connection internet problem. Okay, so I have connected to my internet connection. Let's change this property just to refresh our app, and now our app will get an image from the network, and it's taking a time just because this is connected to this one. Okay, so let's restart again. Okay guys, so there is another property called fit. Okay, so box fit dot cover. Okay, now again refresh it, so it will get an image. Border not shape. And it's not getting a profile image from the network. Container. Okay, so now we have got image from the network. So my internet connection is slow, I think, so that's why it is taking a time to load this image. So we have cover photo. In what I have done in the cover photo, I've used a list view, and then there is a column widget. Inside the column widget I'm using a container, and inside this container I'm using a stack. Stack is basically widget, okay, which performs a LIFO. So and inside this stack I'm using a row, and the expand is just because of when I'm using a row, it will fill, or it will reserve, or it will cover remaining space as a horizontally. Okay, so that's why I'm using expanded, and inside the expanded I'm using a container height is equal to 200, width equal to 200. I don't think there's a need of a width inside the container, so remove it and check it again. And there is a property called decoration. Inside the decoration I'm using a box decoration. Again, inside the box decoration there is a property called image, and to apply image in the box decoration you need to use a decoration box, decoration image. And decoration image, there is a property called a fit and image. Okay, so these two properties are for images. what fit property will do when I use a fit property to fill. You can see the difference. Now this is a different. Fill will fill your image in a container, fill your whole image in a container. It will not maintain a size or a look of your image. When I use a cover, now you can see this looks great when I'm using a fit box fit dot cover. Okay, so this is image property. Inside the image property I'm using a network image from it will load image from the network. So now let's move to the next step inside the stack. Okay, so now what we need another image to above this cover photo. So what will I do? I will use again container. Okay, container, not container, but I will use position widget. Position. Okay, okay, I need to edit here. Oh, come on, not this one. Okay, I need to use a position widget here. Position widget. Inside the position widget I will set a top, and the top is of 100. Okay, and in the position widget I will use a container child. Okay, and there's no need of a child here. I will use a decoration again, and box decoration, and image. Okay, decoration decoration image. Okay, now again I will use a network image to get a profile image from the network. So I have a URL for that. Copy this URL and paste it here. Now set the height and width of the container is 190.0, and width will also be width 190.0. So save it and let's see what we will get. Slow internet connection. It will take a time to load the profile image. Hurry up. Fit. Okay, box not fit will cover. Why it's not loading? Okay, let me reload it again. Hot reload. Okay, so there is a problem. Here's, I'm place a semicolon, so that's why it was it was giving error. Okay, so this is our image uh, from network. So let me show you the whole image. Okay, okay, so this one. So this is image from the network, and now what we need to do, just let me show you this one. Okay, this is an image from the network. Now what I need to do, I need to place it in the center and make it in a circle, and there is a border outside of this image. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to just place a top top property. In the top property I will use 100, so it will give you can say padding or a margin from the top is 100. When I save it, so it will move down. Okay, now there is a property of the box decoration is the shape. So box box shape dot circle. Okay, so it will make this profile the circle. Okay, and there is another property of this box decoration is a border. So border dot all, and in the all border I will use a colors dot white. Okay, and there's a width of this border is equal to, you can make it as a 6.0. okay, let's see. Okay, so now we have got this profile, but it's not complete. Now move to the stack. Okay, in the stack there are two properties inside the stack, and number one is overflow. To make your picture overflow and to see outside of this cover photo, so make it as a visible, overflow visible. Okay, here we have got. And another property of alignment is alignment and dot bottom center. Okay, now here we have got the same as this one. Now again, now let's move to the username. So inside this one I will create a container widget. Okay, inside the container widget there is a column child, and there is a row children. Okay, so first of all give a height of, okay, first let me remove it and then I will show you why I'm giving height here. And there is a widget called text. Okay, so inside the text we will use Mosin AR. Okay, and another property for the text is the style. Text style. Okay, and inside the text style I will use font weight. So the font weight is dot bold. Okay, and the font size should be 28.0. Now let's see. Okay, so now give a height to this container to 150 or 180, 150. What's going top? Okay, so there's a property called alignment. Alignment dot bottom center. Okay, now okay, this is a bottom center. Okay, one mistake I am doing here, I do not have to place inside the stack just because of stack. I'm not setting my username properly. I have to move outside of this stack. Okay, and as well as outside of this container too. So I will place it in the column widget. Column, this is the column widget. Okay, now control save. Now, so our property is bottom center, and inside this one I will use a main alignment. Okay, the main axis alignment equal to center. Okay, I think I don't need this property, but I need it. Yes, I need it just because of the bottom center text. Okay, so let me reduce this property to 120. Okay, place it as 130. Now it looks good. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to place this blue checkbox. So what we will do for this checkbox, this is basically a icon. So let me, and icon is another widget inside the Flutter, so I will use icon. Icons dot check circle. Okay, and there the property of this one is color, and the color for this colors dot blue. Okay, and this is giving me error just because of the comma. Let me put a comma here. Let's see now. Okay, so we have got a blue checkbox, but I need some space in between these two widgets. So size, there is a widget called a sized box. Okay, it will give a space from, if you want to space in a height, so you can use it height, but in my case I will use a widget. Okay, and I will space it of 5.0 width. Okay, now it looks good. Okay, now let's move to this text, which is bringing the world closer together. Okay, so for this I will not use this row, but I will use another container. Why I'm using another container? Because a container can hold only a single child, this one, like this. Okay, I want to use another widget here, but it will not permit me to use another widget just because of it will take a single child. And inside this one I will use a text. Okay, text, and inside the text I will use a sign box software. Okay. Container. Okay, this one. Let's see. Okay, but what I need to do, I need to do one more thing to style. Okay, text, style, and the text style, font size. Okay, font size should be 15.0. Okay, not 15.0, but it should be 18.0. And there's a size boxed widget just because of I need a space in between these two labels or text, so I will use height here. Height is should be 8.0. Not 8.0, but I think it's 12.0. Okay, so the height is depend upon you, that what height you will choose. Okay, so after that I need these three icons, but these are not icons, these are button icons, icon buttons in our Flutter. So what I need to do, I need to place in the container. Okay, and inside this container I will use a child row. Okay, row, and there is a property called children. After that I will use I will use a column for this icon and this text. So I will use a column, and the column will take multiple children, and first children for this column is icon button. Okay, now inside the icon button I will use icon first, and first icon is icons icon. Okay, icons dot, what icon we will choose for this is following. No, there is no following. uh, Files, no. There should be, what icon we need to choose here. Follow, not follow, and the word following to use. Okay, it's depend upon you what icon you will choose for this collection, not collection, but collection. follow, not follow, but okay, it's depend upon you. So let's use this collection. Okay, collection, and the color of this icon is colors dot black. Okay, now color is black. So this is our icon button, and icon button, not icon button, sorry, but the text, and the text for this equal to following. Okay, and for this I need to use a blue color. Okay, and the text, there's a style. Okay, the text style property, color, colors dot blue. Okay, and now save it. Okay, and for this I need to copy this column again and again, just because of I need 2 more columns. And let's change the icon for this equal to message. Okay, and color should be black, and text should be message. Okay, and for this I need to use icon for option, not option, more word. Okay, and for this I will use more. Color is should black. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need I need axis for this main axis equal to main axis alignment and space evenly. Okay, so here we got. And for this, so I need some space from this one, so I will place size box. Okay, and the height for this one is to 10.0, and save it. Okay, okay, so now let's move to the next step is give information of your profile. And here I will use a container child. Okay, and inside this child I will use this row. Okay, this row and this row and this row and this row. Okay, but for this I need to use a column here. Why I'm using a column, I will tell you. Column and children. Okay, now inside this I will use a row. Okay, row children, and in the row I will use first icon, simple icon. Okay, icons dot dot icons dot work. Okay, working icon, it's a row. Okay, and now the text for this is FOUNDR, founder, and CEO at. Okay. And there's another text for this equal to sign box. Okay, and for the sign box there's a property called style, and the style text. Okay, and after that we will need font wet, font wet dot bold. Okay, there should be a property called style, and a style property, the font text style. Okay, and the font size should be of 14.0. okay, also place this font style here. Okay, and okay, good. Now what I need to do, I need to place a padding here. Okay, padding and edge, not all, but I'll use only from the left. Okay, left padding of 10.0, and place a size box widget here, and for this I will use a width. Width is 5.0. okay, and for this also I will also use a size box here, this one. Okay, and from above I will also use a sized box widget, and this will use, and I will use a height here, and a height of the 10.0. okay, so the next is we need to use a work set. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just copy this whole row from this. Okay, and paste it again, and now I will use change the text of this one to works at. Okay, again the sign box. So let me do reload it, but give us some space in between these two labels. So I will use height 10.0. okay, here we go. Okay, and the last, not last, but there is another, so I will again copy this widget and paste it here, and inside that I will change the icon to education, not education but qualification, not qualification, school, yes. Okay, so inside this I will use what I will use state at computer science. Okay, computer science at BC University. Okay, okay, this works great, but one thing let me show you. If I increase the size of font in this, the font size is 18, okay, and of 18 here. Okay, now the 18 should be fine for uh, every font. Okay, this should be 18, 18, and 18, 18. Okay, now you can see this is giving us an error that pixel is out of this screen. So what you need to do in this case, you need to wrap this text, only this text, yes, only this text. You need to wrap this text outside of this row and place it in the wrap widget. Okay, there is also a widget called the wrap. What it will do, let me show you. Now wrap will adjust your font size to the screen. Okay, if there is a no any remaining size to fit this text, so it will wrap your text to the next line. Okay, so in this case there is a no any uh, space in this screen, so it will wrap your size. Okay, now there is another properties of these thing, but I don't need all these uh, all these icons and text, just because of you people know now how to create all these in the this profile. Okay, now let's move to this icon button. Container, so the container is row instead of column. Okay, okay, so again, okay, let me create for you. Okay, just copy and paste the size and the row again, and this one. Okay, again uh, this one, again this one. Okay, so what I need to do, size box and the icon for this live. Okay, so icon for the home. Okay, let me show you the home icon. Yes, icon for the home lives in. Yes, lives in. Where is the remaining text? Okay, so lives in. So lives in where? Copy this text and paste it after the size box. Lives in Pakistan. Okay, and from which country or which place? Okay, so the location icon, and the location should be location city, not city but location on. Yes, location on, and the location on from again copy this text and paste it here. Lahore. Okay, and now let me save it and reload it again. Okay, lives in Pakistan, location from Lahore, and the last one is married. Okay, yes, married, and followed by, and the followed by, so uh, follow, not follower but users. Mhm. I don't know what the proper icon for this in the Flutter, but whatever you want you can write it here. Followed by, and followed by, and paste the again this one here, followed by k people. Okay, and next we will not use this button and we will use this button. Okay, for this I need to place this inside the row, and inside the row I will use expanded. Okay, expanded widget, and inside the expanded widget I will use a child for this raise button or raw material button. For this I will use a text. Okay, and text is what? See more about Mohsen. Save it. For this button I need to use I need to use okay, change the padding of the main container, this container. Okay, only from this, and the right, okay, right should be of 10. Okay, perfect. Now it seems good, and give a place a size box widget here also. sized box widget, and the height for this one should be 20.0. Good one. After that, there is a line in after this button. So what we will do for this line, I will place uh, I will place a container. Okay, container. Inside the container I will use a child, and in that child we have a divider widget. Okay, divider widget, and divider widget color for this divider, for the checking purpose I will use a red color. Okay, for just checking purpose, they not go with this height, but the height of a container should be 10.0. Okay, now let's see. Yes, so we have got this red line, but make it as a gray. Let's see. Yes, so we have got a gray line here. After this we have another container, which is basically a label. So what I need to do, I need a container, and there is a child. Okay, first place the comma here, and inside this child there is a text. Okay, and now for this text I will use photos, and inside the text there is a style called text style. Okay, and the text style and the text style, the font size should be 30.0, and the font weight equal to font weight dot bold, bold. Font weight, okay, W in capital. Save it, hot reload. Okay, for this I need to use alignment dot right, not left. Okay, so we have got a photos, and now it's time to create okay, scroll. It's time to create this photos collection. So for these I will use a container. Okay, container. Okay, and not alignment but child, and for the child of the container I will use one row, another row. Okay, column, and then okay, for this I will use a widget called a column. Okay, inside the column there's a children or row. Okay, inside the row I will use expanded. Okay, and the expanded I will use image dot assets, not assets but image dot network, and for this I have images. But first paste it here. I will not use the image directly here. Let me place it inside the card. Okay, card is also another widget which will take a widget. Okay, and copy this, not row but expanded, comma this one. Okay, now let's see the output. It will take a time to load images from network, so let's wait for it. Okay, so now we have got images, two images. Okay, two images. Now there are another three images, so there are another properties for this elevation. I don't know what to use for this double. Okay, 10.0, and let's see the not elevation is just for the shadow. I don't need a shadow, but I need a corner shape. Shape border, not circle, rectangular. Okay. Stadium border. Okay, let's see. Stadium border side, border side. Okay, border side, border side width equal 10.0. Okay, so this is giving the border, but I need a shape. Okay, leave it. There is a property for the card to make it as a soft corner, like this Facebook has. Okay, so okay, leave it and move to our next line, which is also another row. In this row we need three images, and I will copy this for one more time and paste it here. So we have got three images. Okay, this one like this. Okay, So guys, this was a tutorial of creating a Facebook layout profile, and we have done all these things in our this tutorial. Okay, go back. Okay, remaining properties are same. This is a button, text, and you can use a card, and inside that card you can use a stake to create like this one, and this is for scrolling horizontally. Okay, and these are again the same properties. Okay, you can create those with the widgets we have used in this tutorial. And now let's move to the next thing is, when I click on this option button or more button, now the bottom button is pop up. So what I will use, I will go back to the icon button, where icon button, yes, this is icon button, and inside this icon button there is a more word. Okay, inside this I will use a property of this on pressed. Okay, now on press property, I will create a method to show more option. Okay, so now I need to create a bottom button for when I click on this more option. So first of all, make it as a black. Okay, and where is the message, also black. Okay. So now let's move to the last one after the scaffold. Okay, so now create a button for this one. Okay, and there is a method called show model bottom sheet. Okay, it will take properties to context. Okay, so context, the same context which we are passing in the our build method. Okay, and the property builder will take another context, so I will use a build context. Okay, load build context bcx. Okay, and inside this build context you can use a tile, but I will use what I will use a container, not container, but I will use, let me click it on here, click on here. Okay, when clicking there is a column. Okay, so there are a widget, container, and the row icon and the text. Okay, so there another property, no, so I will return new container, not but new column. Okay, children. Okay, and inside that I will use a container child, and for the child I will use a row. For the row I will use icon widget, children icon, okay, icons dot feedback, okay, comma text, color dot yes, property called colors dot black, okay, and there is another property, not property but place another widget, the text. Inside that place give feedback or report this profile, comma, this one, okay. And after that okay, now save it. Okay, there is a error in this line, there is a red dot. Now save it again. Hot reload, and when I click on this more option, you can see the menu bottom button. Okay, this is our bottom button. When I click on this one, it is showing me the bottom button. So let's increase the size of this style, okay, text style, okay, and the font size equal to 18.0, and sized box width size box width should be 10.0. Okay, padding age, padding all should be 10.0. Yes, so now you can place more buttons. This is the container, okay. Inside this container we choose copy this container, paste 1 2 okay, 1 2 3 4, okay. Now there are 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, no, I need a 4. Now just change the text and icon in the container. So the next icon for this is user add, no, block, not this block but users. Okay, block, user block, and the text for this one is block. Okay, place the comma after this, and again use icon is link. Okay, link, and copy link to profile, and the last one place comma here, and the last one is search. Okay, yes, search profile, search profile. Okay, so we have done the bottom bar. Okay, now for this use a main axis evenly space. Okay, space evenly. Now see, when I use a main axis alignment for column, so it will, and the property when I use the property of a main axis alignment dot space evenly, it will give a space evenly, and it will alignment all these in the vertical, just because of for the main axis alignment for the column it will affect, it will affect on vertical, and main axis alignment for the row it will affect on the horizontal. Okay, so this was our Facebook layout profile. So you can create any profile layout by using all these widgets. Hope this tutorial give you the information about the creating a profile. So this was our tutorial, and in the next tutorial I will come with some new things, some new widgets. So subscribe to my channel and press on a like button. Thank you guys.